Life and running, there is a kind of similarity. You have to run mentally first.
I think that's the beauty of distance running. It's beyond your control.
In my mind, I envision a 10K, a half marathon that is directed by Black people, timed by Black people. We've got thousands and thousands of runners from our own communities. We just do this ourselves.
That's a great idea. Let's do it.
The Unity Collective is a collaboration of running community leaders, vendors, and supporters, united to host a road race that supports Black-owned businesses and garners massive national support from the African American running community.
So of course, we launched our Kickstarter campaign in November of 2017 through social media, emails, contacts, anybody who would listen.
For people who've been living under a rock, have no idea what the race is, can somebody just kind of tell us how the race began, what's the race about, what made it so exciting?
The idea was to support the communities that nurture us and to actually have a race that would be of national draw to not only run through the communities, to introduce people to the idea of running and being proactive about their health, but also impact the communities economically.
We hit our funding goal in December, launched and opened up registration for the race on Martin Luther King Day in 2018. And really the biggest challenge was just making sure people knew that we hit the goal. You supported us through our Kickstarter campaign. Now you got to take the next step and actually register.
Marvelous. Overnight we had half of what we needed. So I said, this idea really resonates with a lot of other people too. So I think we're onto something. It's going to be a success.
Just trying to get as far reach as we could. Anybody that would listen, anybody that would write an article, anyone that would have us on their podcast, anyone that would spread the word through their groups and things like that. We took advantage of that. So from January all the way through September, and then October was showtime.
Races, people just come in town, get their stuff, go back to their hotels and get ready for the race. But we wanted people to, one, come in beforehand just to definitely celebrate before you even have the big event. Get to know each other, get to know more about the city or things that you might not have known about Atlanta. And then having your, the traditional health and fitness expo, which brought about a lot of beautiful things. Not your typical expo.
And think back from what I came through and how I fought my way back. It's a great feeling. Yeah.
The excitement that you see when people came that morning just to be the first ones to ever participate in this event was just magical. And you can just see it from pictures and Facebook and Instagram, just how everyone really, truly had a wonderful time. And then to bring it all in, the community service project. So we gave back to those communities that we ran through or we have been working with all year long, trying to hone in on different community service projects and things like that. So, no other event has done this. So we just wanted to be the first and kind of make it a weekend long.
Us sort of just sharing our culture with the world and showing how beautiful it is,
putting the energy towards this. I think that the success won't necessarily be measured in numbers. The success will be in the impact that we have in the community. This word is spreading. We're still finding out that there's so many people who don't know about it yet. So as the word spreads, the more times it happens, I expect it to continuously grow, because this is not a local race. Like, this is a national race. We had runners from 30 states all across the country, and I expect the more they find out, and they're gonna tell their friends about it, who will tell their friends about it. So I expect that it'll continue to grow. That whole day after the race, the next day during the community service, everybody just it felt like a good feeling about what we had done.
Now, the great thing about the race is this is year 2. Not a lot of races make it to year 2. A lot of them, that one and done kind of thing. Mm-hmm. This is year 2 of the race.